Well, all good ideas come from somewhere. This is neither of those. So I've been chatting with a bunch of my YouTube buddies, and last night we ended up, screwing around, and then we started sending each other, talking about burnouts, and we sending each other little videos about doing burnouts and stuff like that. Well, before you know it, my buddy Peg from Zip Ties Buys Plies, he called us all out to do a burnout. And, well, that left me with a little predicament. So his idea was to have a Christmas burnout challenge. Well, as you can see, right now we're working on a hot rod that has exactly one Dan power. I don't think I'm going to be able to make these wheels spin. So then I thought, well, I pulled the old junky plow truck out. Let's go ahead and melt the tires off this thing. Well, then this happened. All good noises. It won't start, and when it does, it just dies. So handy. I hear the fuel pump. I don't know what's wrong. Junk. So now I'm left with no hot rod with a motor, no plow truck, and it's middle of December, so naturally, all my stuff is in storage. What's a guy to do? Well, I now need to make a multifunctional, the Leatherman, I guess, if you will, of burnout and plow machines. So that's what we're going to work on today. So the key to any snowplow burnout rig is a big block Chevy, old school mechanical technology, solid axle, big rear tires, dual exhaust. What else could you possibly need? That's right, you guessed it. There's no better snowplow burnout combination machine than a 55 Chevy gasser. Let's get this going. It's going to be a shit show between the snow, the skinny tires, will it start, the fence has to come apart. Oh yeah, it's going to be a good day. Step one, take this wall down, see if this thing will actually has any juice. Look at this absolute gong show I've got myself into, which I think is going to be fun somehow. I'm hoping still some juice in the battery. I don't have the keys. Oh. We taking bets off the old girl will fire right up.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, she'll go.
This guy's coming out. For, next Christmas burnout? Get started. If these are the Christmas cars won't start.
She'll go.
You'll go, he said. But let's watch this nightmare happen. I'm shocked that went as easy as it did. I fully expected it to be in the creek.
This is the reality of my life. I now have to hand push this thing out my driveway, jam it over so I can get the 55 in. No tools, no screwing around. All them hillbillies have front end loaders and bobcats and all that stuff. Us city folk don't have that. I think I deserve bonus points for all the screw around I gotta do. Alright, let's get this junker out. Steaming pile of dodge. Well, I guess step one in making a burnout plow machine is make sure it'll still do burnouts. A little cold. I can do better than that. Well, it did something. It's good enough we can start putting the plow on as far as I'm concerned. Cold. I can do better than that. All right, so I managed to get this thing. It would just run for 5 feet, go again. So I'd rev it, drop it, and go. So now, I have no idea if anything will fit here, but we gotta take this plow off, take the bracket off, and then all the wiring out of this junk truck. Now this truck, actually, the plow had to come off this thing anyways, because I want to sell this truck and drive the square body, and I was gonna retrofit it all in the square body. So maybe a 55 Chevy chassis and a 80 square body will be the same bracketry. Anyways, I'll get this ripped off real quick, and we'll put it in front of the car just for the see what it looks like. I'll go from there. I'm hoping I can make it work, because it's everything's closed today. I don't know if I have any steel. I might have something. We'll figure it out. Well, a bunch of screwing around later, I'm soaked. You know, I thought it'd be funny to do the whatever that shitty burnout, which isn't the final one. with snow on it because it would look way more hillbilly Canadian. That's what happens after. I tried shoveling some of it outside, but lost interest. Anyways, so I got the bracket off the truck, which was a nightmare. And as it turns out, a Tri-5 Chevy and a 1995 Chevy share almost the same frame width. All I had to do was move one of the brackets on the other side. Whoop! And it was on there. So I think I'm going to hang this bad boy and see exactly what she looks like. I'm pretty stoked. This is, you know, Peg's the guy. He brings a lot out of you, and I know I'm not going to win against length, fire, chewing cords, all those sort of things, but I'm getting style points. Are you guys ready for this? It's funny how the day goes sometimes. Look at that. Tri-5 gasser, whoop, the big old plow on it. So, if you happen to be new here, that is a 454 with a, cam headers, fender well headers, Teleram dual quads, turbo 400, high stall converter, positive rear end, 410 gears. Look at those little skinnies up front. They're like 4 inches wide. Ooh, they actually look a little air. I might put a few more pounds of pressure in there. So we just have it mocked up there, have it held up with a strap just to make sure it was even going to work. I'm going to let it thaw out in here a little bit, and I gotta dry my jeans. But then we're going to let her rip, do a burnout with the plow on it. And you know what? If you guys want to see this thing ripping down the street, we'll do another video on that. I got to get insurance on it, but I'll wire it all up properly and all that. So if that's something you want to see, tell me in the comments and make this video happen, because it'll be a lot of work and a lot of screwing around, but I love it. All right, I'm going to warm up a little bit, and I will see you guys shortly. All right, I got this thing got it out of the truck, just all the wiring. I'm not going to do this today. The problem I've run into, I didn't have any 1/2-inch bolts, and that's as high as the plow can go because it needs to be kind of bolted in. It's got a bit of a sag to it, so I got to do a little mess around with that. But it's enough we can drive it around. I can put my boot under it, and it's just ratchet strapped up. I'm going to drop her down, plow the driveway until the rear tires lose traction. Danielle's going to hold the camera. We do a little burn ski. Now it's running like crap. I assume it's because it sat in a bunch of snow. It's probably got water in the distributor cap, but we're not going to worry about that. The Callout wasn't having it running in all cylinders and all that stuff. It was due a stupid burnout, and living in the city, that's what you got to do sometimes, is just screw around and do garage burnouts. Yeah, zip ties and bias plies. He caused all this. So much screwing around. Totally worth it. Let's see what happens. All right, the car's dead cold. It's cold outside.
Can confirm.
Pop out the exhaust, huh?
I said I can confirm.
Yeah. All right, Peg. This one's for you, bud. And your million Patreons, you rich bastard. I need to walk to your voice. I can't see.
Where are you? Well, there's a thing.
Oh, that's not too bad. Oh. Oh, this is a nice extension cord too.
Worth it.
We'll just...
This is still on the thing.
In the city, you gotta kind of...
It's not in it, though.
We'll just go halfway.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it'll stop.
Is that a fire alarm?
Just letting you know what you're doing is wrong. So now the trick is when you have a home garage, you gotta let it dissipate slowly so you don't raise too much attention with the neighbors. So there you go, Peg. All right, since we got called out as ddspeedshop, Danny's got to do her point there, Peg. And just so you know, she's never done a burnout, so she's gonna pop her burnout cherry for you. All right, babe, let her rip. Now we gotta call out our people. We're calling out Boosted Lifestyle, Kyle, V. You gotta make your shit happen too. Have at her. Well, there we have it. Another Christmas day in the books. It was a weird year. And I gotta thank Peg for forcing us to do something a little different instead of just sitting at home and whining. We end up getting this old hot rod out. She needs a little bit of love yet. Make her run a little better. Maybe hook the plow up a little bit more proper, but she was a good day all around. You know, and ultimately we got him off his ass to make a video, which, if you guys follow him, he only makes 1 or 2 a year, so he's way over his quota this month. It was like 2 in a week. Hopefully he keeps going with that. You know, everyone we talked to, everyone in that chat there that got this going, you guys know who you are, and I appreciate the hell out of you, and hopefully everyone goes over from Peg's channel and watches what they did as well, because it was a real blast. But that's it for now. I think I'm going to start working on this. I think the world needs a 55 Chevy gasser plow vehicle. So if that's something you like, make sure you let me know in the comments, because it's going to be a lot of time and money on something that's completely useless, but I love it. Oh, and don't worry, they salt the hell out of the roads here.